Ladies and gentlemen, what's on my mind? So today I watched a video called Internet Friends Are Not Real Friends. The link will be in the description, and I found this through the social media known as Twitter, when Twinkles liked this video and then Accidental Games retweeted that tweet, and I saw it and I watched it. The superpower of Twitter. Ooh, exposure. No. So I watched this video and it's about internet friends are not real friends, and it definitely applies to me because I meet a lot of friends through gaming and especially YouTube, like everyone who shares that common interest of YouTube. So I watched this video and it was talking about like all the arguments against the idea of internet friends are not real. It had 4 arguments for friends are actual friends, they are real friends. And I just wanted to briefly touch on my experiences of having friends over the internet, because as everyone knows, I'm a New Zealander, and as a New Zealander, I'm very isolated from everyone else in like the Northern Hemisphere, and I live in this kind of isolated state where I can't really ever meet anyone unless I purchase this really expensive plane to go over international borders. Oh dear. And also I live in like a time zone which is like 12 hours away from Britain and then 16, 17 hours away from Americans. So I just wanted to talk about my experiences with friends and how because I can't really like touch them or anything, they are like my best friends and they are my true friends. So I just wanted to say, first, out of anything, I don't really have many friends in real life, and that's mostly because of the hobby which I have, which is YouTube. In New Zealand, a lot of us are very sporty and very active and like go outside a lot, and I'm not as much of that. Like, I love gaming, like I do walk and whatnot, and I'm like more active than the average person, but I'm not as active as most people and not as social as most people because I'm quite an introvert. And a lot of people I know in real life don't share the same interests that I have in gaming and YouTube and video production. And those people usually have those friends which I don't really like, so I don't really fit into social circles. Now, on the other hand, the video Internet Friends Are Not Real Friends by Boy in a Band, it talks about how when you find friends over the internet, those people you meet, they are more likely to become your friends because they share the same interests as you. For example, YouTubing, in my case, the example that Boy in a Band gave was, what was it, a kitten forum? If you meet like friends over a kitten forum, like that's something you would never talk to about with like real people, whereas you'd meet like these people like on the kitty forums and share an interest with them. So you're statistically more likely to be friends with people you meet online because you've met in that set-in place. For me, it's YouTube, compared to the people you're forced to work with, supposed to go to school with, the people you have relations with. And that's one thing. I guess for me, I really find like a lot of great friendships through YouTube, simply because I'm much more of a real person. I'm much more of me. I love talking about games and I love talking about what I'm doing and love listening to what other people are doing, and like my huge interest is games, of course, you know, and Minecraft especially, but also just getting to know people. And I really like those deep discussions you can have with people, like one-on-one on like a computer. And, well, not on the computer, but like on the internet, where you see the real person when you talk to them in a call like this, like in a Skype call or in a voice call, a video call. I've never had a video call, but I don't think people have had too many issues with it. I would say that you can make a lot of real friendships if you can meet someone face to face, but that doesn't mean necessarily that you can't make a friendship with someone you can't touch. Because I have a lot of friends in Britain and a lot of friends in America. The video internet, I'm just gonna say the Boy in a Band video. The Boy in a Band video briefly just touched on the fact that because you can't touch someone, it doesn't mean that you can't be friends with them. And what he's referring to is, the parents have this argument where because you don't know what they look like, then you can't be real friends with him because you can't share the experiences and call in favors and all of this jazz. And that might have been true for their generation. Whereas a friendship really is just a sharing of interests or wanting to be in someone else's company or not minding or having fun in someone else's company. Just enjoying yourself, like being with someone else, regardless of whether they're on the other side of the world or not. And for me, the internet provides that connection with other people that, like, all the other people I talk to, I don't share that same connection. I don't really want to be in their company because they're talking about, like, currently, I'm at an age where everyone's going to parties and like hanging out with girls/guys, or they are talking about like school or going to uni or drinking, going out partying. I don't like that. I share much more of an interest with the people who are kind of the same as me, who like commitment and video commitments and that sort of friendship. I actually didn't take any notes, but I probably should have taken real notes. Because he had 4 arguments. Okay, so one of the arguments about internet friends are not real friends that people tend to make, you don't really know what the other person on the other side really is because they are hiding behind the screen and they could be like a pedophile trying to kill you. And I'm like, no, I live in New Zealand. No, that's not it. Through YouTube, it's very, very hard to find anyone who really means you harm, because you tend to face like the real first of all, there is a filter. Well, not a filter. There is a barrier to entry for YouTube, basically. For the people who aren't committed, the people who aren't really like friendly enough, those people don't really make it past 100 subs. So there is, first of all, a barrier of entry. So anyone on YouTube, like, unless they got lucky, there is a less and less chance as the sub count increases that they will be such a harmful person, because why would they put so much commitment into such a YouTube channel just to cause like someone they meet on YouTube harm, right? Because we're sharing the same interests. Why would you go through all of that effort just to go harm someone? So there is a barrier of entry to YouTube, and then second of all, you can just like hear them in their YouTube videos, like what they sound like and what they are doing with other people in collaborations and how they treat other people and whatnot. So yeah, like even if you never have like a video call with someone else, then they aren't gonna cause you harm, in my opinion. That was one of the arguments. What was one of the other arguments? I can't even remember them anymore. I guess my point being is that we live in a new generation, a new day and age where you can meet like people online and share like a common interest with people, whereas with the people who don't game and the people who don't go on the internet so much, they stereotype all of these internet friends as like, ooh, they're all these bad guys, ooh, they're the people who stalk you and cause you harm, and they're not real friends because they won't help you in real life when you're down and whatnot. And I'd like to say no. The YouTube community, in particular, is such a close-knit community. You can meet lots of great friends, and you can make the friends of your friends, and you can become easily friends with them. It is a community being it with YouTube, but even if you're not in YouTube, you can create your own communities in which you only allow the people who you enjoy the company of and you share genuine interests with. I'm going on a big rant. But that's kind of what these What's on My Mind videos are. Just what's on my mind. And what's on my mind and what helps me with my mind are the internet friends. My internet friends have helped me a lot more than my real friends. They give more moral support than my family, honestly. And they understand me a lot more than other people, because I can be my real self with them. And as long as, like, I trust them a lot more than real people, because they can never see, like, the real side of me. Because they don't really share the same interests, and if I share, like, I'm into gaming, but if they're not, then they'll ridicule me, or something. And even if they don't ridicule me, what's the chances they do YouTube? And if they do YouTube, then, yeah. Well, even if they don't do YouTube, they should really understand it. That was a little bit of a sidetrack. Sorry, dudes. Okay, that's gonna be it for this What's on My Mind. I just wanted to briefly discuss that. And, of course, the link will be in the description to Internet Friends Are Not Real Friends. I would suggest you go watch it if you've got any internet friends, because it is a very good video, which I do heartily recommend. My question to you guys is, do you prefer internet friends or real friends? That's my question to you guys. And as always, cheers for listening, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next What's on My Mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll catch you guys next time.